right, so we're dealing with a scenario where Dwight has me against the wall, and he's holding me here with his free arm, and he's sticking me. And this is a very bad situation, very realistic one that not a lot of people train. And the problem is that while he's holding me here and he's sticking me, I can't use the standard parry and move, and I'm not mobile. So what I've got to do is I've got to first start using my forearms to block that, and at some point I'm going to get a hold of it, of the wrist, with one or both hands. All right, so it starts, as I was saying earlier, it goes from the general to the specific. The general is just covering the area and just put my forearm in the way, even if it's just in the way permanently, because what people will do when they're intent on sticking you is they sometimes don't think. They don't adjust what they're doing. They think they're getting through. They're not sure because it's happening so fast. So you just put this in the way. You can knock it with your forearms, or you can just, but you have to hollow out as well. If I stand upright and do this, he's still getting me. But if I lean forward, yeah, like this, so my forearms are in the way, I can be pushed, but my head is converging on that shoulder, and my hands are grabbing his wrist. All right, now from here, partly how he stands, that's gonna also dictate whether I go right or left. But at this point in this knife situation, it meets up with wrestling in a useful way. Because I can use go ahead and get in close. I can use an underhook with a seatbelt tie to slip out to my right and turn him and put him against the wall, and I'm pressing, my head is here, and I can start looking for a disarm or to get away. But now I'm free to move at least. So the underhook is something we train in MMA every week against the fence. If your back is to the wall, you get your underhook and you can use that side to turn out. He can't stop you. He shouldn't be able to stop you from turning out on your underhook side. But failing that, and this is the important thing too, you can't always rely on one thing to beat your way out. So there's a secondary option, which is the 2-on-1. Again, it's another wrestling type. I've already done my deflect and I got a hold of it. Right hand keeps right wrist. Left arm works its way up past the elbow. And now you see from here, I can push and I can pull and turn out. Just the way I would if I were doing the 2-on-1 in wrestling, where my shoulder is pressing behind his shoulder, and now I can start to wrench this under. I might be able to disarm this way or hold it, and my hand is grabbing the flesh of his thumb there, and my fingertips are going into his palm, and these two are around the wrist. I turn this under, and I can use, against the flat of the blade, I put my thigh, and I break out sideways, and then I can push, I can run, I might be able to get a hold of that knife. So you have two useful tie-ups from wrestling that will help me get away from this wall, help me turn, and turn him with me. So deflect, grab, then feel what you got. You might be here, you might work for this and start to get it. Or you might be here, and you kind of find a way with your head to work your way under. Once my shoulder goes under his armpit, my hand can grab around his upper waist, glove handle right there. Now my head is in here, forcing his head out, and I can use this. And what I'll do is I'll pin that shoulder, and then I'll look at what I'm going to do to get that knife away. But you can see how a big part of even getting the knife away in this case is to immobilize him, to pin him against the wall as well.
There we go. Okay. So.
Okay,
So I go like this. Yeah, so I guess you kind of duck down. Do you want to try it?
You good? Yep. Cool.
There, that's how you do it.